I read 5 history books, and now I don't trust anyone, not even this cat.
And while filming that, I got all my cat's hair on my t-shirt and on my hands. So it turns out you actually cannot trust a cat. Okay, you might or might not trust your cat, but you can definitely trust me on this. These 5 recommendations of history book are foolproof. This video might change your entire relationship with history, or at least make you suspicious of your breakfast toast. This is Author Connects, where your TBR list gets emotionally overwhelmed. Sapiens is basically your crash course on how a bunch of anxious apes accidentally built Netflix, capitalism, and global warming. Harari takes you on this crazy ride from hunter gatherers to TikTok influencers, and somehow it all makes sense. It's funny, sad, scary, and very oh my god, we are so dramatic creatures moment. This book will slap you awake and whisper, hey, you're a part of 70,000-year-old scam called society. But you'll also leave feeling super smart, like you have just unlocked a level 5 human being. So, Sapiens is like that hot professor who roasts humanity for around 400 pages. But you love him anyway. It will make you cry, it will make you laugh, and it will question your LinkedIn profile. So, I'll recommend it 10 on 10 if you want an existential dread or you want to make something educational out of it. Guns, Germs, and Steel is Jared Diamond's way of saying, hey, don't hate the player, hate the geographical luck. Why did Europe colonize half the world? Spoiler alert, it wasn't because they were smarter, it was because their crops, animals, and germs were low key OP. Basically, history is just a savage game of location, location, and location. This book will break your toxic relationship with the idea that history was some kind of chosen destiny. Nah, fam, it was more like agriculture RNG, domesticated ships, and germ warfare. The earth was playing basically a 3D chess game. Okay, so here Diamond actually points out that agriculture has done more damage than your toxic friend, and wheat is basically Thanos snapping civilizations out of existence one sad harvest at a time.
Silk Roads by Peter Silk Roads by Peter. Bro, the Silk Roads by Peter Frankopan straight up said, for your kind information, the world doesn't revolve around Europe. It was actually Asia, the OG influencer, even before the Instagram was a thing. Frankopan basically flips the whole script. You think Europe was the main character? Here's the plot twist. India, Persia, China were actually the game players, and Europe was basically just vibing along. This book is like finding out your quiet neighbor was secretly actually throwing rages every weekend and you had no idea. Trade, culture, power moves, it was all going down in East, while Europe was still figuring out how to take a decent bath. This book is basically a world tour you didn't know you needed. Bauer takes you from Egypt to China, Persia, Greece, and Rome, all before even Google Maps existed. It's like history's greatest hits album, except instead of Taylor Swift and Drake, it's Hammurabi, Ramses, Confucius, and Socrates, dropping bangers. Susan Weisbauer just didn't summarize history for us. She sat us down, handed us popcorns, and said, buckle up. It's about to get messy. This book makes us realize that ancient people weren't that different from us. Just lesser Wi-Fi issues and way more stabbing. This book isn't just a history lesson. It's a full-blown plot twist. Zinn doesn't give you the polished, sanitized version of America. He's like, you want the reality? Sit down. Colonization, racism, labor struggles. Nothing sugar-coated. It's raw, it's messy, and it's history. So now if you thought history was boring, probably it was because your textbook smelled like sadness and disappointment. So these books, they will change your brain chemistry, upgrade your vibe, and maybe even give you a tiny identity crisis. All worth it. So yes guys, this was the video of the 5 historical book recommendations from our end. Tell me your favorite historical read in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any content from our end.